Hi Flutes, welcome back. On today's video, we're going to cover Accent Book 2, page 15. On page 15, today we're talking about the dotted eighth and 16th note pattern. And a dotted eighth note is a very easily explained note in terms of the 16th notes that we already know. Imagine 4 16th notes, as we typically see. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Right. Now imagine drawing a lasso around the first 3 16th notes and letting the fourth one escape free. Those 3 lassoed 16th notes are a dotted 8th note value. What's left over? That 16th note. So together, they're still one full beat. But the 3 16th notes have joined for a dotted eighth, and the other 16th note gets to go free. Join me by playing the first exercise, number 50, dotted eighths. It's going to use the dotted eighth and 16th pattern. B flats, E flats, A flats, and D flats. 1, 2, ready, and go. Try that one again, because you may have missed a D flat. 1, 2, ready, and go. We count dotted eighth and 16ths 1, 2, 3, 4, It's the number and the at the end for the 4th 16th note. This next exercise is by Richard Wagner. It's the bridal chorus. And we'll play it together. Watch out for first endings and second endings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Remember, you can always pause, practice, rewind, and review any of these exercises. And that way, you'll be able to prove to yourself you've made some progress when you come back and you can play it along after you've practiced it a bit. Next is number 52. It's the theme from Franz Schubert, his Unfinished Symphony. The piece wasn't finished by Schubert because he died while he was writing it. A faithful student took over the job and finished his symphony. Join me and we're going to play this together. 1, 2, 3, ready, set, begin. We're going to do that one again. I want to point out that in the first line, all of the E's are flat. But in line 2, all of the E's, well, they're all natural, except for the final E. So mark them with a pencil if you need to. There's one in the first measure of line 2. There's 2 in the second measure of line 2, and then there's one more at the end of the third measure of line 2. Let's play that Unfinished Symphony one more time. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. Did you make progress? Great if you did. Next is the Italian Street Song by Victor Herbert. This piece is in 2/4 time and uses the notes of our B-flat major scale. 1 and 2 and ready and go. That's a fun one to play. Last is an accent on theory. This is the major scale construction. Remember a few pages ago we talked about half steps and whole steps? Well, we used a pattern of half steps and whole steps to create our major scale. An example of that is what we see in number 54. There's a pattern of whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step for each major scale. Your job is to use the second part of number 54 by starting on the note D to write your D major scale. Use a pencil and then try playing it and see if you've finished it correctly. Until I see you next time, keep practicing.